Natalie here, and today I am coming to you guys with a brand new video, and it is about how to start a YouTube channel. So this video I feel like is very requested because a lot of people ask just how did you get started, like how did you gain subscribers, how did you get people to view your videos. These are all such common questions that I don't only get on like comments, but I get in person, just honestly by like friends and people I know that find out I do YouTube and they see that I have like almost 40,000 subscribers. A lot of people will ask like, how did you get that many? I'm not saying that it's a lot, but I do think that it is definitely something that I am proud of. I'm just going to tell you guys and dive right in about how to start a YouTube channel. And if this is your first time, hi, please be sure to subscribe and thumbs this video up because that is a tip on how to get people to find you. So I have written down 10 topics that I want to cover. Some of them I'm going to really talk about, others I'm not going to discuss too much about, but the first one is your channel name. This one I feel like gets kind of brushed off a lot because people don't really think about that, but I think it is a little bit important. So I started out with Beauty by Nat XO. That's actually my email for my YouTube channel, and that is just like what I started out on YouTube as for such a long time until I finally changed it to just my name. This one's kind of tough because back when I started, that was a thing. Like everyone had like one of those like weird, not weird, but like kind of like usernames. So I feel like that's kind of like how it was on YouTube back then. But honestly, I kind of like having something that says what your channel is about, and then you can transition into just having your name. Like it's not really a big deal if you change your name. I would make your email just your normal email, but for the name of your channel, I think that if you have something that describes what you do, like makeup by whatever, people will know that you do makeup videos. That's why I honestly personally recommend coming up with something like that in the beginning, and then once you get more subscribers and they get to know you a little bit more, then changing it to your first name. It's not hard at all. You just go into your settings and you change it. So that's what I would do personally, just because I think in the beginning it will help people find you. I had Beauty by Nat for such a long time and people knew that I did beauty videos by that. So I definitely would recommend doing something like that, maybe a little creative or maybe something that incorporates your name in it, and then once you feel more comfortable you can change it to your actual name, but that is just my opinion on that because I feel like I've never heard anyone really say that before. So yeah, wanted to dive into that topic. So the next topic is about content. This one is obviously a huge one because people might want to start on YouTube and not know how to create their content. Well, I think about this, it's kind of tricky because if you're just wanting to start on YouTube but you have no idea what you want to start, I feel like it's more like you're starting on it to become famous. So that's why it's like, I feel like your content should just honestly be natural to you and it should feel comfortable. But then again, there are some people who want to practice like making just videos in general because they're obsessed with like, they like film and they like editing and just like videography in general, and then they don't know what their content should be on. So that's different. Content should be what you want to watch. I think that is the bottom line, what it should be like. So if you don't want to watch makeup tutorials, but you think that if you did makeup tutorials you'd be famous, I really don't think you should do makeup tutorials. I think that you guys should do the topics that you want to watch. So what are your most searched videos, and what is the thing that you're most drawn to? Are you most drawn to like BuzzFeed type videos? Are you more drawn to lookbooks, or are you more drawn to comedy? Things like that, that is what you should do. So whatever you watch the most on YouTube, I think that is the easiest content for you to do because you know exactly what you're doing. So you know the videos that you like to watch, you know you have inspiration already, and there's nothing wrong with getting inspired by YouTubers. There's a difference if you straight up copy them, but like everything on YouTube is kind of just another copy of another thing. Like I'm not the first person to do how to do a successful YouTube channel. I'm not, and I'm not gonna lie and say that I am, but it is something that I enjoy watching and I wanted to put my own spin on it, so that's why I'm making this video, if that makes sense. So yeah, makeup tutorials, very common, millions of videos on the internet on that, but I'm putting my own spin on it, or so I think. I'd like to think that, so that's why I'm making the video for you guys. The next one is schedule. So this is something I think a lot of people don't talk about either. I just started a schedule on YouTube, so now I post Tuesdays and Fridays, but this week, secret, I'm posting like a exciting video on Wednesday too, so there will be 3 videos this week. Side note, that was kind of like a little plug-in for me, but for schedule, I would really sit down at your schedule. We're during the school year right now, so a lot of people are busy Monday through Friday, so sit down, look at when it's actually physically possible for you to film, because I think that if you don't plan ahead of time when you're gonna film, you're just gonna brush it off. It's kind of like going to the gym. Like, how many people say like, oh, I'll start going to the gym next week, I'll start next week, but you don't really have a plan when to start? No, you have to put it in your schedule, put when you're gonna edit, put when you're gonna come up with ideas, put when you're going to film, and ask people to help film you if they can those days or whatever, if you need someone else to help you film. If not, like, you can just be in front of a tripod like I am. But you know, you have to plan it, and I think that's what's most important. Now that I have a planning schedule, right now it's Monday and I'm uploading this video on Tuesday. I knew that in my break for my classes, I had to sit down and film this video because the video was coming up tomorrow. I had that in my schedule. So like if someone asked me to hang out right now, I wouldn't be able to because I had this in my schedule. So that's just what you guys have to do. You just have to put it in your schedule. In the beginning, you're probably not gonna have a schedule and you're just gonna be kind of random doing whatever you want, and that's fine, but eventually you will start developing into one whether you plan it or not. But I think planning it is best because it just helps you stay organized. Number 4 is social media. So a lot of people don't talk about this either while talking about YouTube, because YouTube in itself is like kind of different from Instagram and Twitter and all that. But for me, I think that you guys should find a social media that you guys like the best. You don't need to be active on all of them, however many there are. You don't need to be active on every single one, but you should be active on at least one because people want to know you. That's what I've realized. Whenever I find a YouTuber that I like, I look up their Instagram and I follow them on there. Instagram is definitely my thing. I love posting on Instagram just pictures that I like, pictures that I took, anything like that. And that is where I also like talk to you guys and you guys get to know me there. That is like my personal thing. YouTube is my thing where I make videos that I love and I put them out there for you, and yeah, you guys get to know me. But Instagram is when I'm not planning, sitting down, making a YouTube video, filming, editing, like all this stuff. It's just a different aspect of me. This is like my YouTube me, and Instagram I have like more personal life pictures. Like you're not gonna see that much of my friends and family on my YouTube just because I don't film them that often. But on my Instagram, you will see a lot of my personal like life on there. So I would definitely utilize social media so much because your viewers are gonna wanna get to know you, and you want your viewers to get to know you. That is why they come back. That is why they like you. I don't watch YouTubers because I just enjoy their content. I watch them because I genuinely like we are friends. Like I feel like we are friends, if that makes sense. I don't know if you, I feel like anyone watching this video can understand that. Like if you are a part of the YouTube community, you like it because you can relate to the people behind the camera. They're not just like celebrities. You actually feel like you know them. And so that is why social media is so important. I think that if you utilize that when you're starting, your followers will really get to know you from the beginning, and that's so important, and that's how you develop a fan base, and that's how you develop like people that actually come back to your videos and have like retention. You don't just have like people that watch one video and never again. The next one I want to discuss is collabs, and collabs are great. They're such a great way to bring in new followers, and they're honestly such a great way to make new friends. So once you become a YouTuber, guys, you will understand there's a lot of things that everyone else doesn't understand, and personally I think that YouTube is like everything. Like I think everyone knows what YouTube is, and everyone like goes on, like YouTube is my world. I am in this YouTube bubble, but a lot of people have literally no idea what I do, no idea why I like it. They think it's so weird that I talk to a camera. Like they think it's weird that I spend money on like editing software, or people think it's weird. People don't know about it yet. Like they know what YouTube is, but they don't think that people actually like do YouTube, if that makes sense. So more people than you think really have no idea. Obviously, if you're watching my videos, you probably have an idea of like, oh yeah, like YouTube, like everyone watches that. No, everyone does not watch it. So that is why collabs are really important, because you make so many great friends. One of my best friends, Steph, I just went to visit her in LA. If you guys want to watch that vlog, I will have that down below. But yeah, so I went to visit her in LA, and I met her through the internet. Like I met her on YouTube. She just DM'd me, and then we started talking. Now we're like best friends just because of that, because we collabed together. It's such a great way to meet people, and you can like make such great connections, and her subscribers have come to me, my subscribers go to her. It's not only for subscribers, but it's genuinely a way to enjoy yourself more on the internet, because people are gonna make fun of you. I hate to say it, but like they will. People are not really gonna understand it. People are gonna make fun of you. People are gonna think you're wasting your time. There's a bunch of things that people are gonna think, and like it's just because they don't understand. Like I don't think they really have that bad of intentions, but they just really, really don't understand. So that is why having collabs and collabing with people that do what you do is so important, and I think that it's just gonna make your time as a YouTuber way more you're gonna enjoy yourself more, and their subscribers will come to you and yours will come to them. So that is why it's exciting. The next thing I want to talk about is utilizing Google Analytics. So a lot of people don't know what Google Analytics is, and it basically tells me everything about you guys. So don't worry, you guys are anonymous. Like I can't look up like what username is where, but it tells me your demographics. It tells me what device you use what device you watch my videos on. It tells me my retention rate. It tells me what software, like if you're on Google Chrome or you're using Safari or Firefox, like I can see that. Isn't that creepy? Everything you guys do, not who does it, but the percentage of people that do what. So that's really creepy, and I can see like the exact city. Like I have so many people from my hometown in North Carolina that watch my videos, and it's like a really small place, so I know it's people from my high school, and I'm like, oh wow, that's like a lot. Like honestly, a lot of people from my high school watch this. So if you guys are from my high school, hi guys, I like totally know that you guys watch this. But yeah, so utilizing Google Analytics is great because I can see just what people are interested in. So I see like if a lot of people are from California, for example, I know that my lookbooks should be more pertaining to that weather. You know, so like I can kind of engage with you guys through that and like know what you guys are gonna wanna see through that. Or if I see that a lot of people are using their iPhone instead of their laptop, instead of having annotations, because people can't click on annotations on their phone, I'll have cards so they can like click on it on their phone too, because cards show up on your phones like in the top corner or whatever. So I would do that instead. So it's just a great way to actually be smart about it, and I can just like customize my videos more towards my subscribers just by utilizing Google Analytics. And I think that is something that goes so like over people's head, like people don't think about that at all. But it is something that if you want to take YouTube more seriously, you have to think about, just because you just want to be smarter with it. And if you can't, if you have the resources, why wouldn't you use them? The next one is to engage with your subscribers. So I kind of touched on this with social media, but please like comment back on your subscribers' videos, message them if they email you, things like that. Like I always try doing that. I'm not that big, so I don't have really constant like comments coming and constant emails or whatever. But when I can, I will make time in my day to sit down and reply to you guys, because I know that that makes you guys like you're not talking to a wall, you're not talking to a computer, you are talking to a real person. So it kind of just makes, honestly, you more likable. And why wouldn't you want to? I just don't understand when people don't want to respond to them. Like, someone is talking to you, don't ignore them. I don't know, don't purposely go out of your way and ignore them. I think commenting back is something that is so taken for granted, and like people don't realize that an actual person is commenting on your video, like took the time to comment on your video. That being said, I don't respond to every single comment if it's been like a really old video or something like that, and I am guilty of that. So my card died and I don't really know like what I was saying, but basically comment back to your subscribers. That's like the whole thing. People will like you more, and honestly you would just be a better person if you commented back, because they're going out of their way to talk to you, so you shouldn't ignore them. The next thing I want to talk about is equipment, and this is kind of like a scary topic to come into because it involves money, and no one really likes to talk about money and how much you should spend, and everyone always says like you don't need anything, like just start with what you have. And I hate to say it, but like I'm gonna kind of repeat that. So honestly, if you have an iPhone, if you don't have an iPhone and you have like an Android or anything, any smartphone, I would say a smartphone is like the base of what you should be starting with. So honestly, the iPhone camera is amazing. It's so good, especially the newer models. And if you're getting the iPhone 7, which is coming out, that camera is like shoots in 4K and is so good. Anything else, I would really just go to Best Buy, tell them what you're looking for, tell them your price point, and they will help you find a camera good for you. The thing is that a lot of cameras are really expensive. Camera prices have gone up tremendously. You also have to pay for a lens. People want to pay for like mics, lights, like whatever. Right now I'm using a microphone, and I have some studio lights, and I have a tripod, and I have a camera, and I have the lens that it came with. But my camera is like a really good camera. It's the Canon 70D, which costs a pretty penny. So as you grow, I think then you should start spending more money. But in the beginning, your iPhone is fine. Like what if you don't like it and you just spent $2,000 on a camera, you know? So in the beginning, use a smartphone, borrow someone's. Like I'm sure people around you will have one to let you borrow for like an hour, or test out a camera. If you go to school, like if you're a part of a university, a lot of campuses will let you rent their film equipment. Actually, I know at where I go to NC State, you can rent a whole video kit. Comes with a camera, lens, lights, I'm pretty sure, mic, like it comes with a ton of stuff. You can rent it for free. So definitely try looking up that type of stuff. But if you want it just for yourself, using your iPhone to start is such a great way, and then you can just edit it on iMovie. Do not spend money on Final Cut until you are comfortable with iMovie. There is literally no reason for you to spend money on Final Cut. And like I used iMovie for like forever, until this year I think I used iMovie. So iMovie works totally fine, and then once you're more comfortable with it and you think that you need something more advanced, then I would step it up. But like you don't want to spend money on something that you don't know if you're gonna love yet, if you don't know that you're gonna keep doing it. Like you want to be smart about it, so just take it day by day, video by video, and then kind of see what you need more of. But I think the first thing that you should invest in is probably a better camera. But besides that, like just take it day by day. The next one, this video is so long, but the next one is for time and balance. This kind of went into my scheduling thing, but you have to balance it, which just means that you have to put it on your schedule and you have to kind of see, like, make it a priority even if you don't think it is one. I don't want to dive too much into this because I already talked about it with scheduling, but basically my only tip to have for time and balance is to write it down, plan it out, and put it on your schedule. Even if you're not a planner, with something like this, like, you really do have to plan. The last one is something that's so important, and it's gonna make your time on YouTube way more enjoyable. And I mean, it should be enjoyable. Like, I freaking love doing YouTube videos, like, I love it, but it's just gonna make it, like, way better. So be yourself. This is such a cliche and you've heard this so many times, but honestly, please don't start YouTube to make money. Don't start it to become famous. Do it because you actually love it. I freaking love making videos. Like, film is such a passion of mine. Like, not film, but like making videos like this is like, I love it. I love it so much, and I love my subscribers so much, so mwah, thank you, kisses to you. But yeah, I just, like, I really love, I cannot imagine my life without it. I really can't. I did not start this to become famous, and I'm not famous, but I didn't start it to become famous, and it's just been like, when people ask me what I love to do, I say YouTube videos, and then I kind of get like a confused stare, but like, it's a good icebreaker, I guess. But yeah, so do it, be yourself, and also reflect on it. Like, if all of a sudden, if you started out kind of being yourself, and then all of a sudden you realize that you're not making videos that you love anymore, and you're doing things just because they're popular, you really want to have time to reflect back on that. I think reflection is such an important part of just being successful in anything, like in your life in general. You really want to make sure that you're staying true to who you are, staying true to what you believe in. Don't do things because everyone else is doing them. Stay in school, don't do drugs, whatever. That doesn't have to do with YouTube, but I felt like it was like, it just kind of like had to be said. Like, I feel like a mom like preaching to her children going off to high school. But basically just be yourself with it, because people will be able to tell if you're not, and eventually they will. And you also don't want to, like, if you start doing it just for the money, or you start doing it just for fame, you're really not going to enjoy it. You really aren't, and why would you do something that you don't enjoy? So that is my final tip for you guys. This video is really long, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe, because I post videos every Tuesday and Friday, except for last week. I didn't post on Tuesday because it was a bad week, you guys. So I'm human. It was a bad week. Thumbs this video up and follow me on all my social medias. I mainly utilize Instagram, but I definitely do use Twitter like sometimes, and I have a Facebook just to like kind of for updates. But Instagram is like my main, it's my thing. My card keeps being full and I'm way too lazy to get a new one, but thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on actually tomorrow and then Friday. Bye guys. I'm so sick of that same old love. That shit, it tears me up. I'm so sick of that same old love. My body's had it.